basic strum to something a little flashier, I'll call it, that adds some zing. So, you know, just to demonstrate, first off, you know, just a basic strum, and again, I'm using a G chord with my middle finger on the low E string on the 3rd fret, and then built from there. So it's 3rd on the E string. I dampen the A string because I don't want to play it. Open D, open G. I play a D note on the B string, so 3rd fret, 3rd ring finger, and then pinky on the 3rd fret of the high E string. That's a good bluegrass G chord. So just to demonstrate real quick, you know, a basic strum would sound something like this. You know, and that's good. That moves you along and moves the song along, but you can do a lot more by really very little with your left hand and a little bit with your right hand, and the real key is kind of grace notes. It's grace notes, and that's achieved by not just using the bottom side of your pick, but by using the top side of your pick as well. You're going to use both sides of your pick. But it's not hard, so I can turn this into something like this, very simple. Or something like this. Sorry for the phone. Or even like this. So you see, you know, first off, you know, in case you can't make it out, on the low E string, I'm going from index finger on the 2nd fret to middle finger on the 3rd fret as a grace note leading into the first beat, the downbeat. And it's just a hammer on it. I'm not picking it the second time. And you don't have to overemphasize it. You don't want to overdo that, but you do want to have that, especially when you resolve back on the G chord. Oh, and I should have said I've got the capo on. I'm sorry, I got the capo on the 2nd fret. It's a little bit easier on your fingers, and I happen to have it there. So capo 2nd fret. I'm actually playing in the key of A. So the way we're going to practice this, I'm not going to do it so much here. I'm going to do it with really a 2-finger chord. It's a little formation. It's actually a G plus 6 because it's got that open E, but it's ring finger on the D on the 4th string, 5th fret, open on the G string, index finger on the B string, 3rd fret, and open on the E string. So we're just going to practice it right there, and we're going to start with the basic strum. It's just this. And let me back up. This is good to practice with a metronome too. I'm a big believer in a metronome. I've got one on my iPad that I use quite a bit. So basic strum. Add the initial grace note. And again, that's a hammer on from the 4th fret to the 5th fret on the D string. Just practice that for a while. Do it every other time, which would be the first beat of each measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just practice it over and over until you get it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, the second thing we're going to do the same formation here. It's on actually the 4th beat, I believe. It's going to be this. And all I'm doing is on the 4th beat, I'm doing just a quick, very light upstroke. Everything when we do this is quarter notes. There's 4 beats in the measure, and when I add on the 4th beat, when I add the upstroke, it's just a quick brush up. So I add those together, and you have this. Okay, practice that, and you can, once you get those 2 down, I've got a couple others that I'll want to add that are a little bit more cross-picking, and again, using the top part of your pick. Use the top part of your pick on those grace notes, but that's very easily translatable into your full G chord. So basic strum, and then I'll add the grace note bass part, and then I'll add on beat 4. I'll add that little brush upstroke. So it's this basic. Now add the bass grace note. Grace note on the 4th beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put them both together. Work on those, and there's a couple other things I'll do in another video, but give those a try to start with. Just adds a little bit of flourish to bluegrass rhythm playing.